An Olympic scene draws scorn. Did it really parody The Last Supper? Some church leaders and politicians have condemned the performance from the opening ceremony for mocking Christianity. Art historians are divided. A performance during the Paris Olympics opening ceremony on Friday has drawn criticism from church leaders and conservative politicians for a perceived likeness to Leonardo da Vinci's depiction of a biblical scene in The Last Supper, with some calling it a mockery of Christianity. The event's planners and organizers have denied that the sequence was inspired by The Last Supper, or that it intended to mock or offend. In the performance broadcast during the ceremony, a woman wearing a silver, halo-like headdress stood at the center of a long table, with drag queens posing on either side of her. Later, at the same table, a giant cloche lifted, revealing a man, nearly naked in painted blue, on a dinner plate surrounded by fruit. He broke into a song as, behind him, the drag queens danced. The tableaus drew condemnation among people who saw the images as a parody of The Last Supper, the New Testament scene depicted in Da Vinci's painting by the same name. The French Bishops' Conference, which represents the country's Catholic bishops, said in a statement that the opening ceremony included scenes of mockery and derision of Christianity, and an influential American Catholic, Bishop Robert Barron of Minnesota, called it a gross mockery. The performance at the opening ceremony, which took place on and along the Seine on Friday, also prompted a Mississippi-based telecommunications provider, C Spire, to announce that it would pull its advertisements from Olympics broadcasts. Speaker Mike Johnson described the scene as shocking and insulting to Christian people. The opening ceremony's artistic director, Thomas Jolly, said at the Games Daily News Conference on Saturday that the event was not meant to be subversive, or shock people, or mock people. On Sunday, Anne de Camps, the Paris 2024 spokeswoman, said at the Daily News Conference, "If people have taken any offense, we are, of course, really, really sorry." Mr. Jolly said on Sunday that he had not been inspired by The Last Supper. "It is Dionysus who arrives at the table," Mr. Jolly said in a television interview with the French media outlet BFM TV. Dionysus is the Greek god of festivities and wine, and is the father of Sequana, the goddess of the Seine River, he said. The idea was instead to have a grand pagan festival connected to the gods of Olympus, Olympism, he added. For some, though, the resemblance to Da Vinci's painting was undeniable. The idea of the central figure with a halo and a group of followers on either side, it's so typical of The Last Supper. The Musée Magnin in Dijon, France, which has the painting in its collection, posted images of it on X on Sunday. Some have also compared the scene to a painting of the gods of Olympus called The Feast of the Gods. Painted by the Dutch artist Jan van Bijlert in the 17th century, it shows gods crowded around a long table. At the center is Apollo, the sun god, with a halo of light around his head. Andrew Tate recently came out to rebuke the Christians in Romania for not doing anything about the scene which mocked.
Yes, this is Romania, supposed to be the most Christian country in Europe. You cannot allow them to desecrate something as important as the Last Supper. There has to be a point you stand up for your beliefs. If you have something in life and you don't stand up for it, it will not last. If you have a house, you don't maintain it, it will fall down. Business, you don't work, it's gone. Relationship, you don't take care of her, she'll leave you. It's the same with religion. If you Christians don't start standing up for things, when they mock you publicly and openly, you'll have no religion left. And if you don't say, this is a Christian country and we respect Christianity, they won't respect it either. It's the end. And it's the man's job. It's the job of men to defend things. This is what a man is supposed to do. The men have to stand up and fight against these things. When they try this crap again, I expect to see you all at the next embassy, wherever it is.
What are your thoughts? Christianity or no other faiths should be mocked, no matter the occasion. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated on more news.